welcome back. It's your girl Briera, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. I would like to first and foremost thank our Heavenly Parents, Mother, Father, Source of all creation, for giving me this opportunity to be here with you today. I would like to do a quick angel guide oracle reading for the Aries. This will be an angel guide oracle reading that helps to focus on your strength, heart, and guidance at this time. I would like to call on the Holy Spirit and my spirit team to please come to my side to help me deliver divine messages that is of the highest white light. Remember, these messages are general, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. That what goes around comes around is a true thing. That's what that energy is given. And I feel like that's that knowing of, fortune smiles. And you have to take your prize and understand when your angels are gifting you with new opportunities and when to accept them. Because at this time, I feel like energies are still just where they are because we have allowed ourselves to become accustomed to allowing the imagination to run free, right? And that's okay to a certain degree, but you have to have faith in the unknown. You have to have faith in your dreams. You have to have faith in just knowing that life has been presented in many different ways and forms for a while. So, a long while. So, it's not realistic for anyone to frown upon the fortune that smiles and love and light truly do bring, even if it's not your time to benefit from the fortune smiles of it all. Let's see what the strength you have for Aries. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Team. It is all about expanding your inner power, though, because at the end of the day, we have to see that one is more skillful than they give their self credit for. So it may appear like it's a facade, but it's not. And that's what makes life what it is, when you're not sitting here prejudging things, when you're just accepting people for who they are and just being proud of people. It's not even nothing. It's, I'm proud of you. Hello, are you doing good today? Okay. If not, that's fine. I'm not gonna hold it against you. I'm not sad if you're not having a good day, if you don't want to speak, but it is what it is, and I feel like we have to get away from that mindset because there's a lot more that we can be, concerned about. Is, oh, someone didn't, and it's just like, I get it, but hey, to each his own, whatever floats your boat. And I always say, pick your poison. And yeah, it's just a lot of strange energies. You're my third reading of the night, Aries. So I'm just like, life be lifing. And I'm in the energy now that I have moved beyond not being centered in who I am. So no matter how things transpire for oneself, it's going to continue to come back in full circle. And that's why I love connecting myself with people that actually has just been doing the exact same thing. So when we lose our lives and we move over to different forms of living and we grow, then we understand that is part of life, and we're going to continue to move forward until we find that inner peace. Like, we work individually, then we find the inner peace of us all. And I feel like that's what we are missing, is that time to individually work on ourselves so that we have the time to work on the whole, but it will all work hand in hand, kind of like how I've been doing with my readings since making my channel. It's been this constant growing, teaching, learning, growing, teaching, learning, and the ins and outs of what true life emotions is, without having someone there to actually root you on in a way that you would want. But at the end of the day, when you are who you are and you understand how you show up as an individual, you can't truly expect more from someone else. And I've accepted that about myself. Like, I don't really be doing more than I have to in certain aspects, and that's just the honest truth. So I don't expect that from anyone else. I really don't. And when I see it and I see it, I appreciate it, and that's just what it is. But let's see, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You are never alone. So, strength for Aries. Sword of Light. Divine protection, quartz cup, breakthrough energy. And that was like that, no, we don't think that there is true protection there. We don't know that to be, because we have found a way to manipulate things. We have found a way to force ourselves in. And since we forced ourselves in, this is the results of what we get when we force ourselves in. And that's the sad truth of it all, isn't it? Because I couldn't quite understand why one would be so hurt by the things that you actually knew that to be. And since you actually knew that to be, that was what I couldn't understand. And I'm like, oh, okay. So when you see that the protection for what it is, you see why you have to be let out in the cold, like why you have to be left out in the cold, I should say, why you are always like the black sheep of the family. How about that? That sounds better. The black sheep of the family, because at the end of the day, you have more faith in the unknown than you have faith in man. So when things are triggered in certain ways, you are able to see and you say, well, what is happening right now? And if that's what's happening, that can't be what's happening when I'm already way beyond this moment. I'm just, so whatever we have been doing has been working. So continue to do that. Like that has been the whole thing since the beginning. We're not here to play around. If this is how we have been conducting ourselves to reach a certain level of understanding, then that is what it is. If not, then it's not. And that is what it is. When you are alone, you are truly alone. What's the blessings that Aries carrying in her heart? Yes. Proceed, be seen, push through. Serious star blessings. I say continue to move forward. I say whatever truly floats your boat, Aries, okay? I say don't allow for yourself to be in any energy of fear. I say continue to embrace this energy of peace and expect powerful change. You have something on the inside that is truly tailored to you. What was that saying I used to say? There's something inside of me that is knitted or something. I used to say it though. I don't even know where I got that from. It was cute. And that's what it is. It's like certain things is what it is, and nobody's trying to hey, so you can expect powerful changes. See the seeds that you have planted and just remember who you are. Like at the end of the day, do what you have been doing. Nobody has been trying to take anything. Show us on this level who you are. And since you have shown us on this level who you are, then it's like hats off to you. But if you haven't, then it is what it is. We're not here to do anything but heal and grow and learn and teach from the babies though. And I love it because and that's why, being the oldest of 6 or 7, honestly, or in more, plus, the other children through my other parents, but it's just honestly like I love learning from the babies, and that's why it's like y'all are too naughty for me to even entertain this. It's like the mindset. I was so heartbroken by seeing just the naughtiness of it, the creepiness. I said, why am I seeing like shadows and stuff when you already know what time I was on when I was looking at it? That's what was making me so upset. And then to think that someone is like even thinking about the story in that way made me even more upset. And then to have the flashback of what it was when I was just starting off, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't know, but we're not going to watch that because I don't engage in things that I'm not sure of, but I'm going to continue to learn because that's what I actually was sent here for. I'm not here to engage in whatever the dramas used to be because I can't even begin to fit my mind into someone else's life that I've never ever even been around or met. And that's how you truly have to be. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm not here for it. I'm just like, if you can catch it, you can catch it. If you're not. Because even watching yesterday, I'm like, man, like, I just been wanting to learn. And that was like, oh my goodness, I love everything, but I'm ready to continue to learn, continue to grow, continue to learn, change the perspective. It's time for something different. And I already knew that after coming back after a month that I don't really have much more communicating skills when it comes to using the same techniques that I've already used. It's time to learn more in a different way. And I have been slowly but surely, but it's time to elevate and continue to move forward. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Follow the voice of your soul. It's all about school at the end of the day and how you perceive school. Base chakra, inner earth, base chakra, strength and security, laying foundations. So, yeah. I feel like you just have to trust in the unknown. Trust in your dream. I feel like that's kind of like what I've been really like basing everything off is the dreams and the knowing of who you are, as an individual and why you align with people at times. It's like, boy, that one has. But at the end of the day, I don't really know how else to explain the sacrifice that one will do or take for making things better or making things worse. So it is what it is. It's like I just want to be in this energy of peace and love and light and celebrating and not be worried about the things of the world that I can't personally change. It's all about healing, being grounded, being mature, being confident in what I'm truly delivering and trying to manifest. Raising my children to see the beauty of us all, not just one race, not just one time, but how endless everything is, how precious everyone is, why it is best to pray when you wake up and when you go to bed, when you're eating. It's good to have those habits, but when you are a child of the Most High, those things are appreciated, but it's not needed to be seen and to be known and to be loved. We don't crucify and we don't sabotage because you don't show up how we want you to. We give you the time to learn and grow as an individual so you understand why this is and why this is not. Someone has already surpassed this level of understanding. So it gives them reason to do the very opposite of what we all are watching firsthand. What's this Sword of Light? With the Four of Swords. Yeah. Someone definitely rested on a whole ordeal by having faith, balancing the brain, taking a leap of faith that if I overly engage in something that I need to learn a lesson from when it comes to considering options, then I won't allow for the change to truly happen, because the change needs to happen internally before it can happen externally. So if I'm constantly trying to force a reality to be, then I will never truly allow for the change to be. So when I finally see something and I try to force my hand to be, so that I can get that desired outcome that has been ringing in the ears and the minds of individuals, for then what? Why the Four of Swords? Or, yeah. With the Two of Cups. I feel like it's mutual understanding. I don't know about mutual respect, but I feel like it's mutual understanding. Yeah, with the Emperor coming out. Because at the end of the day, you know, we're in this energy of truly moving forward with passion. And if we have to live in the past and continue to be reminded of what was, and we're not able to see the lesson and move on like with the quickness, then I don't see what the benefit is. And I don't understand why I be even inserted into stuff. And that be the problem with the communication for everyone. When I'm already doing what I need to do, I don't need to partake. And when you realize that you have not been doing what you need to do, then you need to pay attention so you learn something. It's the equal give and take. The learning what leaning in actually means. And the only reason why I am getting upset, because I feel a certain energy. Enough is enough. It's the sadness of not accepting ourselves for who we are and then portraying like it's everyone else, but it's actually us. You continue to nourish the creative aspects of your mind. We're not here to continue to bring up and open these wounds. Let's create something new. And if we're not ready to create something new, allow for yourselves to continue to learn and grow however you need to. But when it comes to putting the energy over here onto the individuals that lives in this home or amongst us, says more about who you all are than it does me and what I have going on. That's just the defense for myself. You take what resonates for you. Being left out in the cold is very strange when you are giving your all. What's this serious star blessing? With the Queen of Wands. Oh, because it's, you give off an energy. It's an energy. Hey, Aries, claim your prize. What is that? You know, in White Chicks, when the twins and they did the auction where the ladies got to go up on the stage and the guys came up and they're like, name your prize. You get to spend a night and you get to, you know, do with the whoever spends the most money on the girl that is picked to be up on stage. So, you know, that and, you know, just everybody's being sad because nobody's truly committed and dedicated, because we could just do that. As long as you have the body, the look, and the attraction, then the broken heart will always be, the misconceptions will always be, the wanting to front like things are what they are will always be. So I say, don't you though, Aries, allow for yourself to get it wrapped up into that, because at the end of the day, it's all about already knowing that love have won. Is already knowing that there's no one greater than. There's already this knowing that, hey man, you are the author, the writer, the creator, the teacher, the lesson, you're everything. So it's like, however individuals, it's like, man, what part of this am I supposed to be really, you know, trying to still communicate the trust that is needed in your own life and your own visions is what's truly needed for you to see and love yourself for everything that you have been doing and given to. Remember, when it's a yes, nothing should stop you. And when you're unsure, it's always a no. What's this Queen of Wands? With the Two of Swords. I feel like, yeah, don't allow for yourself to be blinded by the strength that you truly do have in a situation. I feel like it's all about new beginnings. It's all about making sure that things are truly where they are for yourself and everyone in the situation. I feel like be open to the communication. I feel like, and accept when things don't make sense for you. Don't overly judge anything. Accept that maybe this is not the time for this to make sense for me. And that's okay, because that was the whole, exactly what, we're not about to, what is the purpose of everyone gathering, right? And it's like, well, everyone is gathering because mom is, I feel like I want to be the mom. It's like Kid City, you know. We like watching Kid City. I'm sorry, and we loved watching Ryan, and Silas loves doing stuff. So, and I have my little channel. We haven't been really paying attention to the subscribers and stuff, but it's like just being someone to be open like that. Like, I'm not afraid, but I also want the protection that I need in order to be able to be open like that and heal and teach and learn and grow and share. So that's what my perspective is. Now, for others, I don't know. So you take what resonates and you leave what doesn't. But it's like, it's all about understanding that when something isn't for you, it's not for you. And when something is a yes, nothing should truly be able to stop you. And when you're unsure, then it should always be a no. So you continue to move how you move. So what's this inner earth? And it's lessons. It's lessons. You have to know with that truth. Yeah. It's lessons. In the Knight of Cups, it's lessons. It's lessons that, you know, one wanted you to learn deeply, like deeply, child. And I'm even still like trying to listen and like just learn lessons for myself. You know, I know personally I have done things in the past that isn't, you know, the best, you know, version of myself. So that's the shadow side. It's just understanding that shadow side and not trying to hurt yourself or others when it comes to it, but truly accepting it. So, you know, we live and we learn. Yeah. I feel like continue to move forward, but I feel like something was dirty though. Something is dirty. Like dirty. Or someone's perceiving it as just dirty. Or it's just not the right time to see that everything is perfect. But just understanding your infinite joy and potential. I feel like don't allow for your mind to get warped into what others want life to be. Allow for yourself to create, honestly, because if we understood the patterns for what they were, we would already be on a different level and you wouldn't need to be where you are feeling like you're defending yourself or needing to even say that. What's this Ace of Swords with the Knight of Cups? With death and rebirth and reverse. So, yeah, that's the guidance. You know, there's a lot when it comes to death that we all hold on dear to and, you know, we juggle with because it's the truth in its own way. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's like, man, no one has the energy to continue to see that by us not accepting that the same reactions and the same intentions is only going to result in fatal attraction anyway. So when it comes to even you, it's like okay, well, we get on with whatever it is. Show me something different, and until you do, then it is what it is. But feel like it's all about gaining justice in your own life, not allowing for yourself to see things and be saddened by them or be overly excited by them, but understanding that if this is truly meant for me, it is for me, and if it's not, it's not. And however I move, I'm going to move for myself and the ones that I love dear. So, all right, Aries. That's really all I have for you, though. It really is. I do hope something resonated with you. Everything is, I feel like everything is pretty much like self-fulfilling in a lot of different ways. So I feel like don't forget to take those moments to just smile and be genuinely happy for just who you are and where you are presently, because we all see things differently and we all understand things differently. And, you know, yeah. I am sending you peace, love, and light. And until next time, Aries.